Have you ever felt like you were meant for something greater, yet no matter how hard you try, it seems just out of reach? Maybe you're working tirelessly, grinding day in and day out, and still, life feels like it's moving slower than it should. You're not alone. Every single person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has faced that same moment. The moment when doubt creeps in, when the world seems to push back, and when giving up looks easier than moving forward. But here's the truth. The difference between those who succeed and those who settle is not luck, it's mindset. It's about how you see yourself, how you act when no one is watching, and how you respond when life tests you. This video is for anyone who refuses to settle for average, anyone who feels underestimated, overlooked, or stuck. It's for the dreamers, the hustlers, the late-night grinders, and the early risers who know deep down that they are capable of more. Today, you're about to discover a mindset so powerful it can change the way you think, the way you act, and the way your life unfolds. This is not just motivation that fades after a few minutes. This is a blueprint for action, a call to rise above fear, to embrace discipline, to persist when the odds seem stacked against you, and to act like you were meant to win. By the time this video ends, you'll understand why belief is stronger than circumstance, why persistence beats talent, and why every challenge you face right now is preparing you for the breakthrough you've been waiting for. This is your chance to stop wishing and start acting, to stop hoping and start winning, and to finally step into the person you were always meant to become. So stay with me, listen closely, and let this message sink in, because what you do next could change everything. A winning mindset is not something that magically appears when conditions are perfect or when motivation feels high. It is a conscious decision made regardless of circumstances. Most people wait to feel confident before they act, but winners understand that confidence is the result of action, not the cause of it. Feelings are temporary, unpredictable, and often shaped by fear, doubt, or past failures, while a decision is firm and deliberate. When you decide that you are meant to win, you stop allowing moods, opinions, or temporary setbacks to control your direction. You no longer wake up asking how you feel, you wake up knowing what must be done. This decision reshapes your identity. Because once you see yourself as someone who finishes what they start, your behavior naturally begins to align with that belief. A decided mind does not negotiate with excuses, and it does not retreat at the first sign of discomfort. Instead, it moves forward with consistency, even on days when motivation is absent. This is why some people succeed despite fear, exhaustion, or uncertainty, while others fail despite having talent or opportunity. The difference lies in commitment. When the decision to win is made, your standards rise, your focus sharpens, and your tolerance for distraction decreases. You stop waiting for permission, validation, or the perfect moment, and you start acting from a place of responsibility. This mindset trains you to respond to challenges with discipline rather than emotion, and to setbacks with learning rather than self-pity. Over time, this decision becomes a habit, and that habit becomes your character. The world responds differently to someone who is decided, because clarity carries authority. Opportunities begin to align, people take you more seriously, and even obstacles lose their power to discourage you. Not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger and more consistent. A winning mindset, once chosen, does not depend on external motivation. It is sustained by inner commitment, repeated daily through deliberate thought and action, shaping outcomes long before results are visible. A clear purpose gives direction to EFFO. RT and persistence, because without knowing why you are moving forward, even the strongest effort eventually loses meaning. Many people work hard, stay busy, and exhaust themselves, yet feel unfulfilled because their actions are not connected to a deeper reason. When purpose is unclear, effort becomes scattered and persistence weakens at the first sign of difficulty. But when you understand your purpose, every action gains significance, and even struggle feels worthwhile. Purpose acts like an internal compass, guiding decisions, shaping priorities, and helping you determine what deserves your time and energy. It prevents you from chasing distractions that look attractive in the moment but add no value to your future. With purpose, you stop reacting to life and start directing it. You are no longer driven by pressure, comparison, or fear of falling behind. Instead, you move with intention and clarity. This clarity strengthens persistence because you know exactly what you are working toward, even when results are delayed. Purpose gives you the ability to endure discomfort without losing focus, because quitting would mean walking away from something meaningful. It also helps you remain patient. understanding that worthwhile goals require time, growth, and sacrifice. When challenges arise, purpose reminds you why you started, keeping you grounded when emotions fluctuate. It transforms effort from forced labor into meaningful action. People with clear purpose do not need constant motivation from the outside. Their drive comes from within. They are willing to do the small, repetitive, and often unseen work because they understand its role in the bigger picture. Purpose also sharpens discipline by making choices easier. When you know your direction, saying no to distractions becomes natural, not painful. Over time, this alignment between purpose and action builds momentum, confidence, and resilience. The mind becomes more focused, the will becomes stronger, and persistence becomes a natural response rather than a struggle. Clear purpose does not eliminate obstacles, but it gives you a reason to push through them, maintaining steady progress even when the path feels long and uncertain. Belief shapes reality long before results appear because the mind is the most powerful tool in creating the life you experience. And what you consistently hold in your thoughts eventually manifests in your actions and circumstances. Most people underestimate the quiet influence of belief, thinking that success depends entirely on external factors such as talent, timing, or luck. But the foundation of achievement is laid in the mind long before it is visible in the outside world. When you believe that you are capable, deserving, and destined to succeed, your behavior aligns with that belief in ways that create opportunities and attract favorable circumstances. Belief influences decisions, actions, and persistence, often determining whether someone gives up at the first obstacle or continues moving forward. Even when progress is slow or challenges appear insurmountable, belief provides the inner strength to keep taking steps, to keep experimenting, and to keep learning. It is not blind optimism, but a quiet, consistent expectation that effort aligned with purpose will eventually yield results. People who lack belief often sabotage themselves unknowingly, hesitating, procrastinating, or avoiding responsibility because they secretly doubt their own potential. Belief, on the other hand, fuels courage, focus, and resilience, giving you the confidence to act decisively even in uncertainty. It colors the way you perceive setbacks, transforming failures into lessons rather than reasons to quit. When you truly believe you are meant to win, your mind begins to scan for solutions, ideas, and connections that others miss because they are operating from doubt or fear. This belief also strengthens your discipline and persistence because you trust that consistent EFFO. RT is not wasted but contributes to an inevitable outcome. Over time, belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The stronger and more aligned your belief, the more naturally your actions and decisions create results that reflect that inner certainty. Even before the external world confirms your success, belief shapes your confidence, demeanor, and decision-making, influencing how others perceive and respond to you. It is the silent, internal engine that powers momentum, and it cannot be replaced by temporary motivation, external praise, or fleeting inspiration. By cultivating unwavering belief in your ability and your purpose, you lay the groundwork for success to manifest, allowing reality to catch up with the vision you have held steadfastly in your mind. Self-discipline is the bridge between potential and achievement, because without it, talent, opportunity, and even purpose often remain unrealized. Many people have dreams and ideas, but fail to turn them into results because they rely solely on motivation or inspiration, which are fleeting and unreliable. Self-discipline is what keeps you moving forward when excitement fades, when comfort tempts you to quit, or when obstacles make the journey difficult. It is the ability to do what needs to be done consistently, even when you do not feel like it, and to follow through on commitments regardless of distractions or temporary discomfort. Acting like you were meant to win requires cultivating this discipline in every area of life: how you spend your time, how you manage your energy, and how you respond to challenges. Discipline trains the mind to focus on priorities, to resist short-term gratification, and to maintain steady progress toward long-term goals. It is not about being harsh or rigid. It is about creating habits and routines that naturally support success. People with strong self-discipline make better decisions because their choices are guided by intention rather than impulse or emotion. They do not wait for circumstances to be perfect. They create consistency in action, and that consistency compounds over time into results that appear almost inevitable. Discipline also strengthens resilience because when setbacks occur, disciplined individuals continue despite frustration or temporary failure. Over time, the repeated practice of discipline, builds confidence, competence, and control, allowing individuals to take on greater responsibilities and challenges. It transforms potential into tangible accomplishments and converts ideas into reality. Those who act like they are meant to win understand that talent alone cannot carry them, that luck cannot be counted on, and that external validation is unreliable. What sustains them is an internal system of self-regulation and accountability that ensures progress is made even when the world is indifferent. Discipline is quiet, persistent, and often unnoticed, but it is the foundation on which lasting success is built. Without it, dreams remain abstract and momentum falters, but with it, consistent effort produces results, shapes character, and develops the habits required to handle bigger opportunities and challenges. In essence, self-discipline is what separates those who occasionally succeed from those who achieve consistently and maintain their victories over time. Persistence outlasts talent and circumstances because every significant achievement requires sustained effort over time, and natural ability or favorable conditions alone are rarely enough to secure lasting success. Many people have talent, intelligence, or initial opportunities, but they give up too soon when obstacles arise or results fail to appear quickly. Talent can open doors, but it cannot carry someone through the long journey that achievement demands. And favorable circumstances may provide temporary advantage, but cannot guarantee consistency when challenges multiply. Persistence is the quality that allows a person to continue acting toward a goal even when progress feels slow, when setbacks occur, or when motivation wanes. It is the refusal to quit in the face of adversity, the willingness to keep showing up even when immediate rewards are absent, and the commitment to keep learning, adjusting, and improving over time. People who act like they are meant to win understand that life will not always cooperate with their plans, and that obstacles are inevitable. But they treat each difficulty as an opportunity to refine strategy, strengthen character, and gain experience, rather than as a signal to stop. Persistence creates a compounding effect. Small, consistent actions repeated daily, week after week, month after month, eventually accumulate into significant results that often surpass those with greater natural talent, but less endurance. It develops mental toughness, patience, and problem-solving skills because sustained effort requires adapting to new challenges while maintaining focus on the ultimate goal. Persistence also fosters resilience, teaching individuals to recover quickly from failures, setbacks, and disappointments without losing momentum or confidence. Over time, the habit of persistence becomes part of a person's identity, shaping their mindset to expect challenges as part of the process rather than as insurmountable barriers. Even when circumstances are difficult, persistent individuals find ways to make progress, innovate, or pivot, ensuring that external conditions do not dictate their success. This quality separates those who achieve consistently from those who excel only temporarily or sporadically. In essence, persistence is not about brute force or stubbornness. It is about disciplined, steady, and purposeful action over time, maintained with unwavering belief in the value of the goal. It is the invisible engine that drives ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement, proving repeatedly that those who refuse to quit inevitably reach the finish line regardless of initial talent or external limitations. Adversity is not your enemy, but your greatest teacher, because every challenge, setback, and obstacle carries lessons that prepare you for the next level of success. Many people view difficulty as punishment or misfortune, reacting with frustration, fear, or resignation, but those who act like they are meant to win understand that hardship is an essential part of growth. Life rarely rewards comfort, ease, or a lack of struggle. It rewards the person who can endure, adapt, and learn from difficult circumstances. Adversity reveals weaknesses, exposes limitations, and forces self-reflection, providing clarity about what must change in order to progress. It also builds resilience by testing your patience, your persistence, and your capacity to keep moving forward when the path seems blocked. When you embrace challenges as teachers rather than obstacles, every failure becomes feedback, every delay becomes an opportunity to strengthen strategy, and every hardship becomes a chance to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Acting like you were meant to win means shifting perspective, seeing difficulty not as something to avoid, but as a signal that you are moving towards something significant, something that requires preparation and refinement. Adversity forces innovation, creativity, and problem solving because it pushes you to find new approaches, to think differently, and to act decisively in situations that demand more than ordinary effort. It also deepens character, teaching humility, patience, and gratitude, and revealing the true measure of your commitment to your purpose. Without adversity, victories may feel shallow or unearned, but when you overcome challenges, the success you achieve carries greater meaning and durability. Those who act like winners anticipate difficulties and accept them as part of the journey, using each trial to sharpen skills, expand capacity, and strengthen confidence. Over time, repeated encounters with adversity build mental toughness, self-reliance, and clarity of vision, enabling you to handle even greater responsibilities and opportunities with composure. This perspective transforms obstacles from threats into tools for personal development, turning setbacks into stepping stones and failures into lessons. Adversity is the refining fire that separates those who dream from those who achieve, and those who act as if they were meant to win leverage every challenge to accelerate growth, increase resilience, and prepare for the breakthroughs that await. By embracing adversity, you cultivate the strength, wisdom, and perseverance necessary to not only reach your goals, but to sustain success and rise above limitations that would have held you back. Without the lessons learned from struggle, in the journey to act like you were meant to win, every decision, every effort, and every challenge plays a vital role in shaping who you become. Success is not a single moment, but a series of choices made consistently over time, guided by purpose, belief, discipline, persistence, and the lessons found in adversity. Each step you take, even when the path is unclear, brings you closer to the life you were created to live. Remember that pressure, setbacks, and challenges are not signs to stop. They are signals that you are moving towards something significant. Your mindset, your actions, and your unwavering commitment to your goals determine the outcome far more than luck, circumstances, or opinion. By acting as if you were meant to win, you align yourself with a path that leads to growth, achievement, and fulfillment, and you create opportunities that would otherwise remain out of reach. Good luck as you continue this journey. Stay focused on your purpose, remain disciplined in your daily choices, and persist even when it feels hard. Trust the process, embrace the lessons, and keep moving forward with confidence and belief in your own potential. Thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself, to listen, and to commit to a mindset that refuses to settle for less. Every step you take toward your vision brings you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Stay strong, stay dedicated, and never forget that you were made to win.